The technology they told you was impossible. Technology gets funny when it moves faster than what regular people understand. Because once something gets too advanced, we usually give it one of two names: science fiction or aliens. That's convenient. Somehow, we can split atoms, edit DNA, build computers that think, fire lasers from military systems, and send machines outside the solar system. But the minute something flies a little funny,
what is that?
Aliens.
Aliens.
Come on, man. So today, technology is what I want to talk about. Not what somebody thinks might happen 500 years from now. I'm talking about scientific papers, military programs, patents, experiments, congressional testimony, and technology most people probably never bothered looking into, because some of this stuff sounds ridiculous. And by ridiculous, I mean real. Let's start with cloning. Most people hear cloning and immediately think about Dolly the sheep in 1996. Nah, back that thing up. 1938, Hans Spemann, a German embryologist, proposed what he calls a fantastic experiment. Take the nucleus from a developed cell and put it inside an egg. That's 1938. Color television was still trying to get its life together, and this man was already working on Dolly the prequel. Then comes 1952. Nuclear transfer gets performed by Robert Briggs and Thomas King using frogs. Then John Gurdon pushes the work even further. Then comes 1996, Dolly, an adult mammal clone using the nucleus from an adult body cell. Then comes 2013, somatic cell nuclear transfer gets performed using human cells to create embryonic stem cell lines. So cloning didn't start with Dolly. Dolly was just when everybody heard about it. And keep this part in mind. Research usually starts long before the public conversation starts, sometimes way before. Now let's talk about teleportation, because teleportation isn't real, except scientists literally use the words quantum teleportation. NIST has transformed quantum information across more than 100 kilometers of optical fiber. No, they didn't put Steve in Detroit and have some Steve pop out in Albuquerque. Relax, Steve. Quantum information is what's being transferred, a quantum state. But that's exactly what interests me. The word sounds impossible. The experiment is real, and no, they're not teleporting your uncle from Cleveland yet. Thank God. We're not ready for that kind of responsibility. Now physics get even stranger. Fusion. For decades, people joked that fusion was always 30 years away. Then comes December 5th, 2022. Fusion ignition happens at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. About 2.05 megajoules of laser energy goes into the target. About 3.15 megajoules of fusion energy comes back out of the target. Fusion ignition. Now we're dealing with temperatures and pressures that belong inside stars. And once you start talking about fusion, you start talking about plasma, tokamaks, superconducting magnets, massive electromagnetic fields, plasma hotter than the center of the sun, just sitting inside of a machine. Because apparently regular electricity got boring. Now let's move into the weapons. Directed energy weapons, real technology, high energy lasers, high power microwaves, focused electromagnetic energy moving toward a target at the speed of light. And no, not the microwave in your kitchen, but the hot pocket down. This is military research. Think about the progression here. For most of human history, we basically threw better rocks at each other. Then guns, then missiles. Now we're firing concentrated electromagnetic energy. Good job, humanity. We did it. Now, let's get into the flying stuff, because this is where everybody starts acting funny. Classified aircraft have already been mistaken for UFO. That's history.
No gaps.
The U-2 was flying so high in the 1950s that people reported objects at altitude they didn't believe airplanes could reach. Then came the A-12 Ox Cart, Mach 3 territory, around 90,000 feet, classified. Think about being outside in the early 1960s. Something goes across the sky at 3 times the speed of sound, at an altitude you've never even known planes could reach. What are you supposed to call that? A Boeing? You don't know what you're looking at. What were people supposed to say? Oh, that's probably the classified spy plane the government forgot to tell me about.
Oh, that's the new classified spy plane.
Of course people call some of these things UFOs. And that's important, because when somebody sees an unidentified craft today, the conversation usually jumps straight from, I don't know what that is, to aliens. But history already gives us another option, classified technology. And that's where Bob Lazar comes into the conversation. In 1989, Lazar goes public. He says he worked at a facility called S4 near Area 51. His story, 9 unusual craft. 9. Not one strange machine sitting in somebody's garage. Apparently S4 had inventory. He describes a reverse engineering program, unconventional propulsion, a reactor, gravity manipulation, technology operating nothing like conventional aircraft. People have argued about Bob Lazar for almost 40 years.
Personally, yes.
Then comes July 26, 2023. David Grush, a former intelligence officer, sits before Congress under oath. Representative Tim Burchett asks him whether he's aware of individuals participating in reverse engineering programs involving non-terrestrial craft. Grush answers, personally, yes. Now, we're holding congressional hearings about subjects that used to get people laughed out of the room. That's interesting. Lazar talks about reverse engineering. Rush talks about reverse engineering. Other witnesses have talked about reverse engineering. Meanwhile, the Pentagon's UAP office says it hasn't found evidence of a government program reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology. Cool. Put everything on the table. That's what we're here for. Now let's talk about Majestic 12, MJ-12. The alleged documents describe a secret group supposedly created to deal with recovered UFO technology. Then you go into the FBI vault, pull up the file, and somebody basically puts one word across it. Bogus. That's it. Hey. I don't even give Majestic 12 a paragraph. Just bogus. Next case. But now I've got questions. Who made the documents? Why were they made? Was somebody playing around? Was it disinformation? Was somebody muddying the water around something else? Or was it exactly what the FBI says it was? BS. That's what makes this interesting. We don't have to marry every document we find. Sometimes you invite the document over, give it a drink, and interrogate it. Now let's get into the Navy patents. Salvatore Paz. One patent is called Craft Using an Inertial Mass Reduction Device, assigned to the United States Department of the Navy. And inside that patent, you start running into words like electromagnetic fields, resonant cavities, vacuum polarization, inertial mass reduction, plasma, normal Navy stuff. You know, boats. And another POS application describes a plasma compression fusion device. Plasma compression fusion device. Now imagine some random dude posts this online. Electromagnetic vacuum polarization initial mass reduction plasma craft.
Probably need to go outside, get some air, and drink some
We'd probably tell him to go outside, get some air, drink some water, touch dirt. But put United States Department of the Navy at the top of the paperwork? Nah, I'm reading it. And really, that's what this episode is about. Technology. How advanced can technology become before regular people even know it exists? Because history keeps answering that question. The atomic bomb was secret until it wasn't. The U-2 was secret until it wasn't. Oxcart was secret until it wasn't. Stealth aircraft were secret until they weren't. GPS started as military technology. The internet grew from the government research. Drones went from military hardware to something your cousin crashes into the neighbor's garage. Progress. Lasers went from laboratory experiments to weapon systems. Cloning went from a fantastic experiment in 1938 to cloning an adult mammal in 1996. Neural interfaces can decode information from brain activity. Quantum teleportation can transfer quantum states. Fusion ignition is happening in a laboratory. Directed energy weapons exist. Classified aircraft have been mistaken for UFOs before, so whenever somebody tells me we don't have technology like that, my first question becomes, who's we? Because you and I don't have it. I don't have a fusion reactor. You got one? No? Okay then. So clearly everybody doesn't get the brochure.
Secret until
Mine
it
must
wasn't.
have just got lost in the mail. And maybe that's the real Minority Report. Sometimes regular people are sitting around arguing over whether something is even possible, while somebody somewhere is already trying to build the next version of it. I'm DVS1. And next time somebody tells you something is impossible, don't ask them if they believe in it. Ask them when the research started.